Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'll be having to remember that I'm doing this to put on YouTube and whatnot, so certain things I'm supposed to say. Welcome to my channel. What's my name? My name is Mother Earth, Divine Badass, and I walk in the spirit of healing and truth. That's what my channel is pretty much about. Self-healing and divine truth. So anything that I do, anything that I say, that is the purpose and the plan for soul healing and divine truth. So I was just led today to bring a message, pull a few cards. I have a group on Facebook that I manage too, and it's a soul healing group, and that was really my intent, was to bring these cards for that group, for those women. And I was just going to really pull one or two cards and, just put something of inspiration up for the day or whatever. Again, spread some truth and joy and enlightenment. But as I began to pull the cards, I just felt, again, like it was a message for everyone, and it ended up going a lot longer than one card with a few words of inspiration for the day. So here we are on video, and welcome again. My channel is Mother Earth. I think it's Mother Earth DBA, but again, the DBA is Divine Badass. So let's get to this message. Today is Tuesday, June 29th, I believe. Let me check. Yep. Tuesday, June 29th, and it is 4:11 p.m. Tuesday, June 29th, 2020. I like to remember dates and numbers. They work in my head. Tuesday, June 29th, 2020, 4:11 p.m. So, the question is, could this be love? That's the song that comes to mind. Is it really love? I said 2020. Lord have mercy, this is 2021 all day. All year. It is June 29th, 2021. And in my book, I wrote 28/21. And then here I'm talking about that I got the right day and wrong year. That makes me feel like this probably been going on for about a year. This whole soulmate love, chaos and conflict, this whole, let me get into it. Yeah, so at least a year this has been going on. But this is actually a really good reading. It's a reading of coming to an understanding of what a soulmate is. And why you are in the relationship that you are in right now. So let me get to it. First card that I pulled was this soulmate card. And I am using the Wisdom Oracle deck, Wisdom of the Oracle. Divination cards. The author, Colette Baron Reed. She has several decks that I use. But I really love that deck too. There's really just a real soul connection, just real wisdom. It really is. So anyway, the soulmates card right now. This whole reading is about somebody that has a soulmate connection and they are not sure if it's that. Although there is like great connection amongst you and your partner, there is also this great chaos and conflict. Can you see that? I have this on, what do you call it, portrait video, so you have to perfectly aim it for it not to be blurred out. But there's a great soulmate connection, and at the same time, great chaos and conflict. There's such great chaos and conflict that it's pulling away at you. There's things that's chipping away at you. And that is what makes you wonder, is this really a soulmate connection? You are soulmates, divinely guided and connected through a higher power and greater source. You recognize the divinity in your relationship. You recognize that there is a higher power. You recognize that there is a soulmate connection here. But you lie in confusion because of the chaos and the conflict. This person has the key to your heart in his hands. He shelters and protects you. He comforts you. You feel safe in his bosom. And again, you are connected. Worry-free. Safe in his shelter. He comforts you. That's important in divine relationships and divine connections. You are safe and worry-free, but yet you are saddened at times. But why? How can it be this good? All this love abounding, but yet have such chaos and conflict, yet have such stormy moments, yet feel like you're in the desert alone. I do apologize. I will be aware of this next time because I really want you to be able to see it there. And you know, all of that is a part of this message. I feel like everything is purposed. Everything is divinely purposed. A great part of this message is really connecting and honing in to this higher power so that you remove the blur, focusing in so that you can get to the root of these layers, removing these layers and get to the root of who you really are. That's what this chaos and conflict is all about. That's what this whole soulmate connection is all about. Causing you to evolve into your true self. To chip away at these layers. It's a horse or something on the outside. It's all kind of shit on the outside. It is, I don't know who this is, but underneath it's clearly a zebra. So this is about removing the layers and get to your true self. True self. This soulmate connection makes you blush and bloom. But yet at times you feel in a cold, polar ice winter. Y'all just be fighting and shit, but yet there is so much love. Yet you wouldn't know what to do without him, without his arms wrapped around you, without that comfort, without that soulmate connection. It's a blistery, icy feeling. It brings about a sadness. As soulmates, you are learning each other on a soul level. Excuse me. Removing the layers. Removing the layers. As you grow together, you know together. But most importantly, this is about, in order to evolve to your soul purpose, you have to connect to your soul source, the greater, higher power of being. Connecting, seeking higher power and knowledge. This is actually a stain from a candle that I burned to do this reading. The heart chakra. The green candle is where this stain came from. Connecting to the higher power and source, to your heart, to your true being. That is how you evolve to really connecting to this soulmate on a soul level. You've got to connect to your soul. You got to remove all these layers. You got to remove the victim mentality. You got to remove the way that you used to think about relationships. You got to remove the resentment that you have from past relationships and really move to a place of healing. There is no way you can get to a place of healing by walking in a victim mentality, in a victim mindset. If you are in a place of somebody owes you something, or this love is owed to you, you deserve this, you deserve that, then you are being a victim. Together you are one with God. He is the yang to your yin. He is the yang to your yin. If you question whether this was it, this is it. But there is work to be done to get past the chaos and the conflict. Yang is the active male principle of the universe, characterized as male and creative and associated with heaven, heat, and light. He is the light to your world and truth. He is your heaven here on earth. He is nothing but mere motivation, light, and support and energy in your life. Be sure to reciprocate that. Support him on a level that at least matches how he supports you. A lot of times as women and females, again, we feel like we deserve and we are owed. We wear the crown as queens, and we are to be bowed down to and served. But that love and that same service is to be reciprocated. So ensure that you are supporting your partner and your soulmate on a level that reciprocates the light that he brings to your world. Again, your heaven here on earth. Don't be confused by the desert journey. Don't be confused by the desert journey. You are shedding the layers and getting to the soul of yourself and your mate as guided by your higher powers. As guided by the yang, the heaven, the male perspective, the balance to who you are. The yang to your yin. You walk in the feminine energy. He walks in the male energy. You come together and balance each other. That's what a soulmate connection is. It's about balance and truth and harmony. Harmony. Always remember that. Whenever there is chaos and conflict, the goal is always peace and harmony. It's not about being right. It's not about being heard. It's not about being understood. It's about understanding and listening. Sometimes there are periods of isolation, like you're just by yourself. Don't be taken aback or alarmed by those feelings, because this is a desert moment for you. It's a necessary moment. I understand there's times that you need to feel the presence of someone. And sometimes you may feel like you don't want it to be your partner because you're confused about what really is a soulmate connection. So you looking, as you feel alone in this desert sometimes, for some kind of presence, for acceptance. Know that this is a season of next level healing, consciousness, and authenticity. So with that, you have to be willing to be alone in that desert to really feel it. When you have so many people around you, there's not a moment or an opportunity to feel what's really going on in your personal life, because you're connected with everybody else. Even if you were to bring on one other partner or somebody to listen to, that's a bad idea. Or somebody to listen to you. Again, this is not about being heard. It's about hearing. We often forget when there's chaos and conflict, we only want to be heard, that we forget what our partner is saying. We don't even hear what they're saying. So how can we bring about healing amongst each other if we're not hearing? You don't know what areas need to be healed because you're not hearing. You only want to be heard. Fall back. Fall back and listen. How do you get past the chaos and the conflict if you don't take the time to listen? There is chaos and conflict for a reason. Whenever there's chaos and conflict, that means there's something that's in order that needs to be brought about. So fighting doesn't bring order. When there's chaos and conflict, you want nothing but peace and harmony. That is the ultimate goal. So allow those layers to be shed so that you can get to ultimate truth and harmony. This experience is one of your greatest gifts. This partner is one of your greatest gifts. This season is challenging you and causing you to evolve in ways that you cannot even imagine or fathom. A true season of next level healing, consciousness, and authenticity. You want to get to your true authentic self, who you really are. That's the only way you'll connect on a soul level, removing the layers. The soul goes beyond these layers on the outside. Who you portray to be, how nasty are you really on the inside? It look good on the outside. You dolled up, put your makeup on every day, and you go play the role. But what is that shit like on the inside? Underneath. Who are you underneath all of these layers? As you remove and bust down the layers, you will finally claim who you are meant to be. I sense that many are feeling levels of doubt and self-consciousness in the relationship because of so much conflict. You're not sure what's going on and who you are and what you even offer and bring to the relationship. You begin to doubt and question your worth and your value. Because you thought you were there, you had arrived and you had made it. But then boom, the chaos and the conflict, the storm, the desert moment. The feelings of isolation and insecurities. You thought this was the love of your life, your ride or die, your partner in crime. And I assure you that it is. This is a true soulmate connection. But it's what you make it. There it is. You see the bliss, the comfort, the security that she feels resting in his bosom. The love that abounds between them. He holds the key to your heart. This is a true soulmate connection. And together, they are in this blistery, wintry, crispy feeling of isolation. Together. Y'all out there by yourself, this y'all together. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. With the higher power covering you. Hovering about. Resting in each other's arms. Love is such a beautiful thing. To rest in this is a beautiful thing. For nothing around you to matter as long as you are with each other. And whenever you can rest in somebody's arms, whether it be male-female relationship, a work relationship, a mother-daughter, any type of relationship where you feel a sense of safety and security, that's a good place to be. Where you feel you can be your true self. And that's, again, what this is all about. Morphing into your true self. Removing these layers and morphing into your true self. I'm going to wrap this up. Could this be love? I want to assure you that you did not do anything to bring about this cold, blistery, wintry feeling. 1 week an isolated desert feeling. The next week there is a flip-flop. 1 minute this is the best thing that ever happened. The next minute you in the desert. The next minute it's a cold winter. You know what I'm saying? It's just all over the place. Chaos and conflict. Excuse me, but do not worry. You are in divine alignment. Do not run from this moment. Move closer to connecting to your higher power. Don't pull away, move closer. And one thing I want to point out here, you are both connected to source, to this higher power. Both of you are evolving here. Don't try to control the evolvement of your partner or even yourself. Release the outcome and allow yourself to be guided by truth, to be guided by who you really are once you remove these layers. Chaos and conflict doesn't go away by itself. There's a concerted effort. You must put forth a true intentional effort to get past chaos and conflict. Whenever there is confrontation, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's what's what I'm looking for? You want it to be there. Because can't nobody fight by themselves. I still don't know the word I'm looking for. It's a C word. But everything that comes to you, you are attracting it to you in some form. Be it good, bad, or indifferent. Anything that comes to the surface, it is there for a level of awareness in some form. You attracted it to you in some form. Again, good, bad, or indifferent. Whenever there's chaos and conflict on the table, it's there for a reason. You attracted it. Whether it be because there is a conflict with who you are on the outside versus who you are on the inside. Therefore, that attraction is there, that conflict. If there's something in somebody else that you are conflicting with, there's an attraction there. You attracted it because there's something in you that's conflicting. Otherwise, there's no indifference. You know what I'm saying? If you are who you are and you are at peace with who they are, there is no conflict. You feel me? There is not the attraction of conflict, but there's conflict because there's something attracting. There's an indifference there. Or a difference. Am I saying that right? There's something different in you and that person that's attracting the conflict. So if there's conflict there, it's there for a reason. Address it by getting to the root, connecting with your higher power and source. Get to a place of prayer and meditation. Do not forget that this is the yang to your yin. This is what you've been seeking, praying, and asking for. So, do you really want to dissolve this chaos and conflict by walking away from it? Or do you really want to get to the root cause and resolve it so that you can really walk in this soulmate love? Yes, it is bringing you to your knees. Allow it. Allow it to break you, as it is a beautiful gift to be received. Remove yourself as a victim by carrying a victim mentality. But truly ask yourself, as uncomfortable, sticky, and inconceivable as this may be, what is the gift in this? Again, it is to morph you into your true self. You will only be changed for the better. This is essential to your evolution. So the resolution to all of this, again, time to make some conscious contact with a higher power and presence of the divine. Pray, meditate, get out of your own way. Your partnership with spirit right now is first priority. You need to do some real dedicated ritual time and commitment to spiritual service to yourself, some real committed time, not just wake up and lay in the bed 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, God, for waking me up today, and however you pray, or you know what I'm saying, connect to your source. It has to be a real intentional effort. It's got to be a real concerted effort with your partner as well, to really connect to that deep spiritual bond. That's your soulmate. It's got to be an effort to get to the soul of who your partner is. Create from a heart space of love. Again, not obsessing about being right. Not obsessing about old resentments, past relationships. And this is a big one. Failed expectations. Remove all expectations. I have to pause this for a moment as I have to adjust. Ooh, them feet was falling asleep. So I won't be before you long. Yeah. But getting back to not obsessing about being right, not obsessing about old resentments, failed expectations. Remove all expectations and allow what is to be. And deal with what is. That's how we want to live based off of our expectations instead of dealing with the truth, with the chaos and the conflict. This is what is right now. This is your expectation. Oh, I gotta wrap this up. My phone dying. Damn. New life lies ahead. Rest assured you are overcoming obstacles. Practice temperance, diplomacy, and thoughtful consideration. This is how you will get past this moment of chaos and conflict. Let me pause this because I cannot let this phone die because we're almost done. Ugh. All right, sorry about that. Back. This is how you're going to get through this period of chaos and conflict. Practice temperance, and that does take practice. Diplomacy and thoughtful consideration. Practice temperance, diplomacy, and thoughtful consideration. Again, listen to your partner. Hear what they're saying. Just like you want to be heard, so does your partner. Just like you have a voice, hear the voice of your partner. Meditate, pray. Trust your source, your higher power. Trust your spirit. This is really love. And it is designed to cause you to evolve into what looks and feels like your highest good. That is the ultimate goal of this. As you go through this evolution and removing the layers to get to your true self, remember to leave behind the parts of yourself that no longer serve you. Don't carry into this newness, into this soulmate love and connection, everything that you brought from the past. Don't carry the rejection and hurt and pain. Release it. The parts of yourself that leave you a victim, release it. Remember, chaos leads to reordering. reordering, a redoing of something. Whenever there is a tearing down, there is a rebuilding stage. This is definitely the rebuilding stage in this soulmate love affair. I think that what baffles us when we find such a pure love is our connection to what we know as love. We think that once we make a soulmate connection, there will be no conflict, there will be no pain, it'll be bright and shiny stars every day, and everything will be perfect. But we are still human, and we have not evolved to that pure soul. You know what I'm saying? There's not full, complete healing that's taking place in ourselves as individuals. We're still evolving to those people. So with that, there's going to be conflict. There's going to be chaos, even amongst ourselves, because we're still evolving to get to that true self. And honestly, you'll have more chaos and conflict in individuals who have not taken a personal journey. But life is a forever, lifelong journey. There's levels to it. Rebuild, reinvent yourself. Believe that you are. Again, about the self-doubt of what you bring to the table. Know that you are no longer a victim. And yes, you deserve a love like this. A lot of times that's what the chaos and conflict is too. Because it can be so good. It's like, do I deserve this? Like, because a lot of times once we start morphing into our true selves, we begin to see how ugly it is beneath those layers. And then that's when you begin to doubt your worth, because then there's guilt about how nasty you've been and how nasty you still are for some of us. We've been a victim for so long that that's just easier. That's what we know. But it's time to really start walking in this higher power of truth and knowing. Allow the shedding of layers in this period of conflict and indifference to allow you to see the situation from a different perspective. Don't be eager to fight. Take a step back, walk in peace, listen instead of talk, understand instead of trying to be understood. Walk in a pure love. Release the stubbornness and the need to be right. Deep down, you really do want the conflict and shit to be over. You're tired of fighting. You're tired of unrest and, just coming and going. You're tired of not having the soulmate connection that you know you really abound in. You're tired of not walking in the love that you really abound in. It's long overdue. So let it be over. Make a conscious effort to let it be over. Be done with fighting. Learn how to negotiate and not just fight. Consciously work on communicating your thoughts and emotions in a healthy and constructive way. Conflict and chaos doesn't always have to be about anger. Again, it's getting to the bottom, to the root. It's about removing the layers. It's not about fighting and putting up a fist and, being right. It's about removing the layers, bringing peace and harmony. I want to say this again. Learn how to negotiate and not just fight. Consciously work on communicating your thoughts and your emotions in a healthy and constructive way. Consciously work on communicating your thoughts and emotions in a healthy and constructive way. Remember that you attracted and manifested this great love. Now don't run from the work of it. Closing out. Like I said before I started this reading, I burned a yellow, black, and green candle. I actually had put the candles on the altar the other day with the intention of burning them then, but I ended up only burning my one white candle. And I don't question things when it happens like that, because I really was burning the 3 candles for a specific reason on that day a few days ago. But again, I never got into it, so Spirit knows. And I just follow and go with the flow of the Spirit. So when I came back in here today and I saw them still on the altar, and I looked at them yesterday, and I was like, ooh, I need to burn these candles, still with the intention of from the day before. But when I came here today, I'm like, it's time to burn these candles. Completely different intention, though, promise you. But once I burned the candles and then did the reading, I understood why those 3 candles were meant to be burnt today. So again, there was a yellow, green, and black candle. And the yellow just really represents the solar plexus chakra, which is about enlightenment, joy, sunshine, creativity, intellect, wisdom, and instinct. And that's what this reading is about. It's about enlightenment. Again, getting to the truth of who you are. Connecting to this higher power. Connecting to this higher power. Being enlightened. That you may walk in this soulmate love and connection. That you may experience the yang to your yin. It's about wisdom. Again, not fighting. Wisdom. It's about trusting your instinct that this is a soulmate connection. I'm talking about the solar plexus chakra. The heart chakra, the green candle. I mean, that's this whole reading about love, balance, harmony, growth, healing. 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 I can't stress it enough. Get to what's underneath these layers. Healing. Morphing into your true self. Heart chakra. Healing. Peace. No fighting. Healing. This is your soulmate. This is your lover. This is your yang, your fire, your passion. This is the one that supports you, that carries you, holds you, protects you, keeps you safe and warm. You want to be at peace with that individual. This is about success and abundance, the heart chakra, the green candle. About growth and evolving, getting past of what was and walking in what is. Again, you attracted and manifested this soulmate connection. But you must in this and all things connect to your higher power. It's going to take some real intentional effort and work. Do not run from the work. The black candle is about protecting your intentions. Protect your heart. Protect your peace. The black candle neutralizes negative energies. The chaos neutralizes and rids all the chaos and negative energy. So that is what I charge you with. Oh, I almost forgot about this. And I'm not going to read this because I don't want to prolong this video any longer. I had intentions on reading it. And I should have pointed out a few things. as my spirit led me to do. But I wanted you to hear it all, but right now spirit is like, no. But I charge you to get you just a little taper candles. Mine have already burned out, the ones I was burning before I started, but just a little small taper candles, or you can get a big one. But I don't really feel the energy of the bigger taper candles. Just a little small ones. Again, a yellow, a green, and a black one to really charge those energies of your solar plexus and heart chakra. And again, the black just to protect and to get rid of all the negative energy from this space that you've been in with the fighting and the conflict. But also, if you are into crystals and what have you, Moonstone was the card that I pulled. Moonstone. It's a variety of white, pearly, and cream hues. And again, it's dealing with the sacral and heart chakra. So it was only a line that I pulled that card. Moonstone holds within it the essence of divine feminine and assists in the deep connection to the moon and the blessings she bestows. This powerful moonstone medicine also holds within it the magic and essence honoring the cycles of life in all its aspects. This is a time for you to really honor the cycle of life, this particular cycle in all of its aspects. All that this chaos and conflict is bringing, honor this cycle right now. When you allow the natural cycles of ebb and flow to enter your life, you will feel a much deeper sense of freedom and inner peace. Get a moonstone, as it will allow you to connect deeply to your feminine. It enhances fertility, planting new seeds, ideas, and inspirations. You want to plant new seeds with this soulmate connection. New seeds. Dig up all those old weeds and things that have been planted from your past relationships. New roots. Create new beginnings, new directions, and creativity. Moonstone connects you to the energy of the moon and her cycles, assist in birthing new projects and creations. Again, we just want to birth a new soulmate connection. A renewed sense of thinking. A renewed sense of loving. Loving on a whole different level. Let me see, I wrote something in this other journal the other day. And I actually ran across it. Oh, my feet. And I ran across it. I wrote it some time ago. I ran across it the other day. And I thought, all right. Hopefully I can find it quick enough to share it with you. But it was talking about a level of love that was like, ooh. And I want to say it was something like, you have mastered love. Something like that. If not, that's what I'm telling you right now. You want to get to a place of where you master love. Moonstone assists with bringing a deeper understanding and recognition to the cycles in your life. We are connected to and a part of everything that exists in the universe, and energy flows in cycles through us at all times. Each cycle, the seasons, tides, and different phases of existence brings with it a new essence and meaning. This whole period of chaos and conflict is going to bring about a new essence and meaning in your life. The key is to surrender to each specific cycle and energy and allow the process to guide you as you learn and grow. Allow this process to guide you as you learn and grow. But the idea is to grow with your soulmate, not apart, with. Grow with. Grow with, not apart. grow with. The earth and nature are always in harmony. Connecting to them brings about a deeper connection to your own cycles. So get out in nature, connect with the earth, put your feet on the ground. There are times when you are in your fullness and other times you are in the depths of darkness. It's time to become aware of how the cycles affect you and allow yourself to come into sync with them. It's time to become aware of how the cycles affect you and allow yourself to come into sync with them. Allow yourself to go through this cycle right now. Don't run from it. Honoring these cycles brings about a deepening, and healing of self and expanded sense of freedom. Cycles can last for days, hours, months, years, or lifetimes. And I sense that some of you have, again, like I said, from about a year ago when I started earlier in the message, you've been kind of going through this cycle for about a year and you're starting to feel like, what the fuck? But you are being encouraged to recognize and honor the cycle you are in currently, as this will bring a deeper understanding and awakening to your feelings and experiences. If you have been feeling confused and stuck in your life and are resisting this natural flow, you are encouraged to start swimming with the tide and connecting to the cycles in your life. The devils are supporting this deeper connecting and suggest you connect with the earth and the elements to assist you in this process. Is it devas or divas? I know what it means, but DEVAS. I meant to look this up before we started. Devas. But it's the deities, the divine. The divine. They're supporting this deeper connecting and suggest you connect with the earth and the elements to assist you in this process. This card can also suggest you are ending a cycle in your life. And I believe that the cycle that you are ending is the cycle of being a victim, the cycle of walking in chaos and conflict, the cycle of needing to be heard, the cycle of walking in resentment. The cycle that you are ending is the cycle of holding on to pain and expectations and past hurts. That is the cycle that you are ending. Remember to honor this process as you let go of the old way of being and open up this new energy in your life. Again, that you may connect to the divine, walk in your higher power of being, and walk in this soulmate love connection. That you may experience the yang to your yin. That you may experience heaven on earth right here. Right now. So, again, my name is Mother Earth, Divine Badass. And if you appreciated this reading, if it resonated with you, like, share, subscribe. I only have about 2 or 3 subscribers at this time because I really don't be trying. One day I'm going to try to get some. But I just believe in walking in where I am. And I just want to bring this message to you. And I'm really just starting to make these readings public. I have an old page where I have, I don't know, maybe like 100 some subscribers. But I wanted to start over. For one, because as I began to practice more, I became more into who I really am. When I first started that other page, I knew that, I had some direction. I knew who and what, but I didn't know who and what. And now that I have greater knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to who and what, there was just a different vibe, especially to the name. I have tarot cards, but I don't really walk in tarot. I'm more of a oracle and intuitive guidance spirit type. You know, honestly, half the time I be doing these cards and I don't even be needing them. I just, yeah, it's for the cards for y'all. The cards ain't for me, for real. They be a release of what's already just in me. I promise you, I don't know how they be coming in the order they come in. That solely connects to where I am and what is already divinely purposed for me to speak. But they do. But that's just spirit. That's the law of attraction and everything. You just manifesting everything inside of you. So at any rate, here we are. Again, I am Mother Earth, Divine Badass. Like my page, share, subscribe, and let me know what you thought about this, if it resonated. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not it was just 55 on there. That's the time of this message. I'm not a what's the word I'm looking for? Internet savvy person and guru. Which is one of the reasons why it's taking me so long to get these videos public, because I don't be doing all of that. I'm trying to get better. My husband said he was going to buy me a professional camera and everything though, so yay. And actually I decided that I'm going to gift him with the camera because I feel like he has more purpose with it, and he actually expressed wanting to video me and everything, and I really appreciated that soulmate love, that, you know, divine love from him. Like I said, him supporting me on a level that, you know what I'm saying, I want to support you in what you're doing. I appreciate that, and in turn, I wanted to get the camera for him because I just felt like he was gifted. I don't know, I just sense that something's going to come out of that photography, and I just really wanted to give him that gift. So at any rate, yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. Again, hope this resonates. Oh, what I was saying is about leave the comments. I'd like to see it, and one day I'm going to learn how to respond. So even though I can't respond right now, let me know you there. Let me know you care, because I care. All right? Love you all. God bless you. Dua, netwa. God bless. Awesome. Shalom.